Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Grace. Today we're doing a book unhaul. This is actually really hard for me. I don't like getting rid of books that I have not read or at least tried to read. Which is why I have so many books, honestly, because I've been a reader my entire life. And so some of these books on here on my shelves I've had since like I was in middle school or in high school, and that's well over 15 years, 10-15 years. However, I am planning on moving later this year, and with that, I think it's time to let go of some books. So I really dug in, and every time I looked at my shelves, it was like, I haven't gotten to it in so long, like I might not get, like, at this point I probably won't get to it. Or there's some books I'm just like, I don't feel as connected to it. A lot of this will be actually middle grade, and I still enjoy reading middle grade books, but like some of these on my shelves, I'm just, I think it's time to let go. You're gonna try to sell them at a yard sale coming up, and if not, they will be getting out of my house. So there might be more later on. I am planning on there are some that I'm iffy about getting rid of, that I might read like the first chapter or read, like sample them, and then depending on how I feel about that, I will be letting go. So there's no order to this. I am just going in the stacks that I have here. So the first book is Inherent Midnight by Kate K. Myers. Fun fact, I've actually read this book, and I do remember bits and pieces of it, and I did enjoy this, but it's a YA, and I don't know, like I kept it because I was like, oh, I've read it once and I might read it again, but I haven't, and that was 2 years ago, so I'm just gonna let it go. This one kind of hurts, but I Am Number 4 and The Power of Six. I never read this series growing up, but I wanted to get into it because of the movie, and I've never read them, and honestly at this point I could just pick up a library copy, or I might just not read it, like I don't know. At this point, we have The Tomorrow Code by Brian Faulkner. A lot of these are going to be on Red, which is also hard for me because, again, I just don't like getting rid of books that I haven't even tried. But I'm trying to let things go. We have The Wooden Prince by John Claude Bemis. What is this? Ungifted by Jordan Corman. We have 3 Judy Blume books. No, Judy Blume books. Judy Moody books. We have 2 or 3 Judy Moody books. These actually I might ask my mom if she wants, because I'm pretty sure I only read a couple as a kid anyways, so, we have The Tapestry, The Hound of Rowan. I have no idea. It's a middle grade book. We have The Help. I got this book because I wanted to read it after watching the movie, and then I never did. And honestly, at this point, I'm like, honestly, the movie's really good, and I don't need to read the book. We have Wink Poppy Midnight. Again, never read it. Lockwood & Co., The Screaming Staircase. I believe this is number 1 in that series. It's a middle grade series. We have The Dead Gentleman, which is either a middle grade or a YA. Not really sure. The Afterlife Academy. This one actually did. Again, it's hard because I'm looking at these. I'm like, oh, but they do like sound good. But no, I have to let them go. We have to let things go. This is Sherilyn Kennan, Born of Betrayal. The only reason I'm honestly getting rid of this is because it's like 10th in the series, and I didn't know that when I bought it. Okay, so I don't have the first one on me. It's downstairs, but I'm getting rid of Miss Peregrine's Home for Peculiar Children, 1 through 4, and then The Tales of Peculiar. I actually did read the first book of the series, and I was currently rereading it, which is why it's not in this set, and I realized that I was not enjoying it as much as the first time I read it, and then I never continued the series, and at that point, I was like, I just don't care anymore. Like, I haven't wanted to pick it up. This is The Kind Worth Saving. I believe this is a second, because I think it's like The Kind Worth Killing by Peter Swanson. I don't know. I didn't buy this book. I bought a bunch of books from Book Outlet, and then they randomly included that book in there, so this one might hurt some people, but I'm getting rid of Caraval. I just, like, at one point in time, it was so popular, and it still is really popular, and so I picked up a copy from Goodwill, thinking, like, yeah, I'll, like, read it, blah, blah, blah. I have no interest anymore. I have this copy of Romeo and Juliet. To be honest, I don't think that's that great of a play. We have The Lost Planet, theme, middle grade. Don't Fear the Reaper. This is actually a second book, too, of something about a chainsaw. My Heart is a Chainsaw or something like that. I actually would be interested in reading the first one, but since I don't own the first one, I don't care about this, and I don't know when I'll ever get to that one because I have all of those other books. Copenhagen, I don't like this play. It sucks. This one is shocking because if you know me, you know that I love Ally Carter. Ally Carter is one of my favorite authors ever. But I have 2 copies of All Fall Down, so I'm getting rid of this one. The other one's also signed, so anyways. BBT. I did read this. I read over 50%. I DNF'd it. It is awful. If you're curious. It's awful. Read it for book club. Lullaby by Ed McBain. This one's kind of hard to get rid of because this is actually my dad's copy. But I have no interest in this. And it's not like any of the Stephen King. Like, I have a couple of Stephen Kings that was his that I don't care about as a Stephen King reader, but like those don't interest me. But this one I have no attachment to because it's just some random book that he owned. This one, another one, Cinder. I know it's a beloved series, but I never read it as a kid, and then I bought this in, like, right out of college. I bought it because it was secondhand, found it. Again, I'm just, at this point, I'm never probably going to read it. And if I do, I'll just pick up a copy from Libby and listen to the audiobook. Flame in the Mist. I've actually had this book for a very long time. I have lost interest. Last but not least, we have The S by, is it J.J. Abrams and Doug Dorst is what's on here. I don't actually know who it's by. I think it's both of them. I know this is like a book within a book, and you have like all these notes and all these things. I got the second hand, and I know people have talked about this and raved about it and all the things. I don't have any interest in honestly reading it anymore, so I'm gonna sell it and maybe make a couple dollars. So yeah, these are all the books. This is future me. I've filmed that unhaul a couple weeks ago. Those books are already out of my house. The yard sale is tomorrow. But I have 5 more books that I'm going to just go through quickly and tell you that I'm also getting rid of them. The Last Dragon Slayer by Jasper Fforde. I like this book, but I'm probably not going to reread it. The Pinho Egg by Diana Wynne Jones. I just have no interest. And I did attempt to read. I got through like 3 pages and I was like, yeah, I'm just not interested. The Con Man's Daughter by Ed D. I also gave this one a shot. I think I got a couple chapters in, maybe a chapter or 2 in. Something about the writing style was really throwing me off and I'm not enjoying it. Wasn't into it. The Pale Assassin by Patricia Elliott. I read a couple pages and I realized that as much as I love period pieces and like historical fiction, the French Revolution, not my thing, especially when she was like, you know, she's supposed to be like an aristocrat type person and, you know, the downfall and everything. The Chalk Artist by Allegra Goodman. I read 2 pages, was not interested at all. Even the description, rereading it, absolutely not interested. So yeah, I think that is the official end of the unhaul for now. I think I'm very content with what I have on my shelves before I potentially move. The only reason I would add to the unhaul is if I read any books before I move and I'm like, I didn't like it, or I'm just like, no, I'm never going to reread it. But yeah, so thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you guys next time.